Mic check 1. Mic check 2. Mic check 3. Mic check 4. Alternative soundtrack is Rocky 98.5, 98 WYCR. Excuse me. That was a balloon. Only a balloon.
All you need to do is make it to the podium. Then it's on to the next race.
I'm impressed, killer. Look out, kid. Those collisions will just slow you down. I can see the trophy now. We're on our way, buddy. We can do this, man. You see, now that's what I call winning.
You know, I think I could ride a Buell X1 Lightning, or what was it? An XVR 12, or what's the new one? The RR 12. What is it? The new Buell? I can't think of it. I haven't looked at it in so long. I miss mine. I have the plaque on the wall still. Custom made motorcycle cannot be sold to anybody because it was custom made for me, straight from the factory. Still don't know what happened with that mechanical work I was looking for, the racetrack. Alright, we're gonna do another lap.
Alright, kids, let's put the pedal to the metal. I smell victory.
I would probably never touch my knee pucks either.
See those moves. Keep this up, and soon we'll see your name among the greats.
This game's better than Gran Turismo. I want to say that hands down. And you can use the Xbox controller with it somehow. I saw that in the settings menu. And 3 types of touchscreens settings.
I want to see you make it to the top of the podium. Just gotta keep him in your rear view mirror, kid.
Keep everything in my rear view mirror. Got chicken grease on my back bumper.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh man, battery's not included on my Walkman.
Kid, no room for mistakes now.
I don't know. Some of the adjustments you can make to the cars on Gran Turismo games for PlayStation were amazing. I mean, I could really wind those cars out and do stuff with them I never thought I'd be able to do. Just from my mechanical knowledge as an auto mechanic. Well, mostly scrap metal, but you know, I do work on my own vehicles when I do.
Competition? What competition?
I wouldn't do that. Who sings this? Is it Joan Jett? Pat Benatar? Read between your lines. I can do that and keep it secret the whole time. And I will take your hand if you hold it out to me, one at a time. I don't stand lines because I don't create them, or boundaries. They never have to ever be created because I will never go there, never think about it, never talk about it. That's what I want to see. So I will never act or do them. Excuse me. Oh, you're kidding, right?
You only have to worry about two things during this race. The other car and winning.
Let's show these guys what you're made of. Keep it up. You're winning this thing.
I'm mostly made of bumper skins. I'm a BMW. Chicken grease on my
We got
bumper.
ourselves a winner.
You know, I've been thinking about it. If I can find a right kind of refrigerator, I'm going to put a lock and key on it for just mayonnaise. Have a refrigerator for only mayonnaise. I might even pay somebody to rent a part of a lock and refrigerator to put my mayonnaise in. It's like someplace you can get some real good hard salami sliced. You know, sandwich slices. And the little peppercorns in it. The dude selling me $5 a sandwich sliced salami. I'll take him for a ride in a BMW. I'll wash his BMW. Kitchen towels. Tell somebody to stay out of the kitchen, Susie. Susie Q's gotta do something or stay out of the kitchen. You know what? For that, I'm driving a Dodge. Get out of the kitchen, Susie Q. I'm in a Dodge. Got one more star to earn. It's qualification. You want to see a really good race? Already beat it. You want to do a top speed oval? Which one? Go back a couple. This one? I just did that one in the BMW 1 Series. Hey, if somebody gave me a slice of cheese pizza, I'd take you for a ride in my BMW on this game. You know, Armored Warfare, I think I own all those tanks in real life in Russia. On my.com, Armored Warfare, all of them are drone tanks. That's the funny part. Like, if I cashed it out into, like, the actual earnings of that video game and how much money I actually put into it in cash, like American, US dollars, and I have all those tanks that are drone tanks, and then the gold, Russian gold, I'll take you for a ride in a BMW M1 or 1 Series. If you got me a slice of cheese pizza, which one? Laguna Seca. Only if it's a classic race. I don't know if it is on this one. All the way back. Whoops. I think I got higher friends. I don't have any. You want me to do this one? It's overtake. It's not a classic race. Which one? The Tokyo one? That's with the one with the hard U-turn in it. We're in a Dodge Ram. Put Susie and May Dweez in front of the television and let her watch this. Turn the lights down. Turn the fans on the ceiling. Throw a piece of dough then. Watch the television. Yeah, you can hook an Xbox controller up to this game.
All you need to do is make it to the podium.
That's pretty cool.
Then it's on to the next race.
I don't know. I guess if you have a plug-and-play USB port and an Xbox controller you can plug into your computer, you can play it right off your laptop or Apple Air. You knucklehead. Come on, man, turn the brakes on. This is the U-turn. Watch them all.
Keep moving. That racer deserved it. Eyes on the road, kid. No room for mistakes now.
Oops, put it in the wall.
Competition.
Do it again?
What competition.
Who opened the mayonnaise last? The restaurant of my choice. Throw a dough ball for me then. Batteries aren't included. But you ain't closed yet. You're supposed to be cleaning. If I put it back on a BMW, he will. Do the Dodge again? Something. The Colt. The Chevy Colt. Oh, I mean the Chevy Volt. Chevy Colt came out when? Like 81? And you didn't have to fill it back up after you got it topped off at, what was it? What's that place called? The gas station. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. It's up the street from Oarsman Rockmont Chevrolet. Is it BP? Golf. The Golf Station. You filled your Chevy Colt up in 1981 and you didn't have to fill it up until the second quarter of 1982. A 1-liter Chevrolet engine. A 45-gallon tank and a micro car. Do you Dodge again? You want to see where I show you how you can do the? Oh man, I didn't even try.
Simple as crossing the finish line first.
I'll show you where you can get the Xbox controller.
Another one bites the dust.
Those cars seem to be more powerful than mine. This thing's maxed out too. Dodges, Chryslers, Dodges and Chryslers have to come with a roller motor as a standard manufacturer's option at a dealership where you buy a car, or they wouldn't be able to drag race them. They wouldn't be able to put them in
Keep this up, and soon we'll see your name among
like
the greats.
off-road trucks for Baja. A Dodge, a Hellcat has a roller motor in it. How do you activate the roller motor? Because it's always going to be stock, unless you have a modified performance package or a dealership package in your window sticker. Right, you look at all the details in your window sticker. The base is always going to be like, the base of the roller motor package you pick. It don't matter. It's a roller motor. Hemis and Dodges and Chryslers have roller motors in them. Jeeps do too. Even if it's a manual, you're better off. It's already fully functional. So in automatic with a Hemi, right, when you keep it in overdrive, you hold it to the floor in a Hemi or a Dodge or a Chrysler. You hold to the floor in overdrive, what happens? The governor kicks in. Pull it all the way down into first. Make sure your brakes are good. Right, make sure you're on a closed road or a closed track, so to speak. You can have the kids in the car. I would. And you just have to bump it through from first, second, third to overdrive. Now a lot of these new cars have that newfangled 8-speed transmission, and you gotta bump it all the way through every one of them. And once you hit overdrive, you're gonna bypass the governor because you started out in first. What's a power takeoff? Well, you have to have a power takeoff transfer case. It's an orange plunger on the floor, the driver's side. You usually have a button at the bottom. They run hydraulic fluid. Okay, one more BMW race and I have to call it quits. But I'm not a quitter, so. You want to do another Dodge race? BMW, okay. Where you are right now, hopefully you're watching YouTube and a live stream I'm creating for NukeProof Industries LLC. My name is Edward Fink II, or Edward A. Fink II. My name is also Ed Fink or Ed Fink II. I kind of like being referenced as Eddie Land sometimes, but I know the two people that call me that are thinking about me like I think about them, and in a really respectable way, and calmly and thoroughly, right, and no broken boundaries. And I really want to be romantic with you two again. You threw your landlord out the first time we were both romantic, all three of us together. He was drunk. He said he videotaped it. I have no idea. I think he set the camera down somewhere. You want me to do the Chevy Sonic? The Volkswagen Golf? For my drinking buddies in Smithsburg? Who say they live somewhere else on the continent? Sure, I got all the other ones. You want me to buy something instead of driving the Golf? Like really bankroll something. All right, we'll do that instead. Wait a second, it's too far ahead. There is something I was looking at. I need a few more of these stars to win. I want to get this Audi RS5 coupe, but I don't think I have them. No, I don't have them. I would get the Volkswagen CC. That's my next one in that category. I think the Subaru Impreza. See, I'm not sure though. If I don't have enough stars to unlock that, I need 8 more. You want me to get a Lexus? I'm short. Short on a Lexus. I'm going to check another bracket. The next one over. Let's see. I want to look at it B. Yeah, I thought so. I want this one. I have to win 45 more races at first place to get 3 stars. Yeah, like 35 more races at first place to get to this one. Prestige. You know, I want to say that I do think that the way I set up my communications and electronics, if you have a Braille communications device, I am capable of communicating through that. I don't actually have the Braille reader. Yes. Well, that's the thing. I did go through a medication replacement human trial experiment where the whole experiment was done in such a shortened time because of the way my body reacted to the nuclear capabilities of the machine, the medical experiment machine, and they did not issue me the neural stimulators. And I think the experiment has truly activated itself on its own without neural stimulators, which, I mean, honestly, the experiment was purposefully designed to replace medication and any treatment after that, you know, fringe medication replacement medical treatment occurred. But I was told I was only a statistic and not able to see any of my information. So I was never issued neural stimulators to replace medication. But it still works and is working. So, which was new. Alright, I'm going to go back and look at one more car. It's Class C. Yes, I'm going to get the Impreza, I heard you. Oh no, I'm not gonna get it. That's the Hucklebuck. I have to race some more. Alright, we're gonna race a couple more races. We'll go back to the BMW. Or do you want to do the Dodge? The Dodge or the BMW? BMW.
You've been assigned a target time. Prove your racing prowess by fit.
You can do this, champ. You got this.
I think it's Stone Pilots. Definitely Alice Cooper on Rocky 98.5 is playing right now. This is amazing BMW 1 Series. You know, I really have trouble sometimes chewing gum and walking. So, like how people use a cell phone and drive. I've been told that I can't chew gum in the back of a Cadillac and ride without something happening. I wonder if that gave me the money.
Winning is in your blood.
That batteries aren't included in just about nothing. I mean, you really think about it. I think classic races is like 8 people or 10.
Don't let this
You put your foot on the gas and your hands on the wheel. Just gotta keep him in your rear view mirror, kid.
We don't talk about Old Bay at any point in time when pizza dough is being thrown. Yeah. Tony Testa told me that. I don't know, but I think Janine might need help from Andy Mike and her,
Hey kid, great lap.
There's two of you have those Ford Explorer utility light trucks, don't you? Two, well I said people, I mean 2 of those Radiant Fair Lady Liberties, but I know you do both have those. Well, sexy in a vehicle. And Haley Davidson at Honda? Yeah, she could take the longest trip, I would fill the tank up every time. She can drive. Well, the one relative I do know of Haley Davis's, you know, she can drive too. I mean, just the smoothest driver you ever had in smooth operator country.
Congrats, kid. You're in the lead.
Oops. Oh, you guys don't remember Governor Shaver, huh? Everything from the whole historical current events of the world just got thrown out the
Let's keep
window.
our eyes on the prize.
I said Governor Shaver is still probably alive. I remember every word Governor Shaver told me in this situation I find myself in again. And it's not something I've brought onto myself, but it is unique to only me because I'm the only person in the world with my blood type. And I'm defending myself and the opposite sex who have the only matching blood type in the world. Oh, that's a cool scene. Because it's not medically possible. Not medically possible. Or functional. Physically functional or medically possible, except with a matching blood type. That's the legal ramifications of marriage equality, and the only protest and activate, the only place I was an activist. Only thing I ever protested was marriage equality. Oh, and the two songs, 20 years apart, they talk about what was happening as well, in a sense of society is blue on black with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and then 20 years later, 100 Miles and Running by NWA. Talk about the same exact thing. Talk about the same exact thing. 20 years apart, two totally different genres of music, and hit each musical point in the lyrics and harmony and the notes and the treble clef and the bass clef. You know, and the electric power amplifier usage. It's like, figure it out. We're buying an Impreza. I wish I could get Haley Davis an Impreza. She wouldn't have to think about anything else. Oops, wrong way. Where was that? Let's see. Yeah, I still have to pay the bill on all the jewelry I bought. The computers have almost paid for themselves. To secure my identity. Here we go. Are you ready? We're gonna erase it as is. Wait a second. Yeah, we'll erase it as it is. Sometimes I don't do that. very attractive with glasses on or without glasses on. Just like her relative I met.
What's going on, kid? You good?
Yeah, put me in the wall.
When I see one.
See, stocking is nice. I don't think I want to make first. I don't think so. I don't think I can squeeze that out without any upgrades on this.
Hey, why don't we keep that to a minimum?
We're coming up on the finish line, oh, that was cool.
You were so close to winning it all.
Excuse me. You mean Alyssa? From Virginia? Do you know something? You were very attractive too. This is Alyssa, right? Yes? You know, it was really the saving grace that I told you about the garage door and like the battery charger, that very important vehicle. Yeah, like the one time the wind blows. But you got it started, didn't you? I mean, looks good in there. Alright. Same scrap metal channel. Same scrap metal gloves. Same scrap metal Levi jeans. Spent $2 on this and like a 6-pack of Blue Moons for Haley Davis and one for me, and a 6-pack of Blue Moons for a relative I met. $24 minutes. All right. Gotta pay the mechanic today. You know, don't forget to make payments to your auto mechanic. Same scrap metal channel. Same scrap metal time. That's a lot of racing. I hope somebody watches this. You know, I think you can watch this without me knowing it too. Because I think I used to do that. I ain't watched nothing in a while, but I do make sure that I like what I watch on YouTube for my subscriptions. So, you know, I don't watch regular television. I don't know if you can tell or not. Not since I found out about my identity fraud in 2002. So, to the heck with it. Those people don't act like that way in real life. You can't get away with that. Women don't act that way. Women don't want those things in their lives. And I guarantee you, if you pull a woman's hair, she has some special fingernails that use like little pieces of tape that came in the package, or something she can throw. And it's not going to matter if it's in a courtroom or not in a courtroom, or in church or not in church, or if you're allowed to throw anything in the environment you're in. You're going to get in trouble. People don't do that stuff in movies. That's why it's a movie. And you know another thing, FBI warning at the beginning of a movie, if you sit there and you ask them to pause it, you know, like ask the guy with the flashlight at the movie theater to pause it, respectfully ask someone, hey, can we pause it and really read the FBI warning? It kind of flashes really quick at the beginning of the movie. You know, like you could do it any time with a DVD or VHS cassette or a Sony Beta cassette. Now listen, pause it right on the FBI warning and then research what it says. It'll probably send you somewhere. You know, for a long time you weren't able to really go look for it unless you probably went to the Library of Congress. So, yeah, you actually have to hold the credentials, primary, secondary, post-high school education, technical school education, as a non-curved graduate to be a professional, a military member, a civil servant, or any replication of a public or private industry standard. You know, like you're a policeman, or you're a Navy SEAL or something, or you're a UDT, or you're a CB, or you know, you're just an airman who's a fire patrol for your local community or your local society. You know, you gotta understand, you have to actually be that person in real life to play it in a movie. And if there's any questionable criminal activity or, you know, crime against humanity that's been depicted in a movie, you're criminally liable. I know there's been a lot of wishy-washy administrative law being practiced in the Supreme Court, SCOTUS, and all the other federal and state courts and county courts. I'm telling you, people really think fast, because the only criminal law there was when our country started, and still is a stockade or a public hangman's gallows noose hanging after being in handcuffs for 1 hour. Right. Or you pay your fines and court costs and you do your community service shoveling, you know, excrement out of the roadway, but we don't do that for people anymore because we created a sanitation system. And then when the sanitation system was created, they created the criminal identification system in New York, New York. And the United States of America, the Secret Service, the Treasury Department, U.S. Marshals, and Texas Rangers, is the creation of the sanitation system, went all over the world with their hand-drawn wanted posters and extracted rendition on every criminal and brought them back to that identification system in New York, New York via Ellis Island when the sanitation system was created. Don't quote me on what year it is. I don't have my Encyclopedia Britannicas anymore. They were taken. So, you know, human physiology only works one way. And the Encyclopedia Britannica told me which way that was. Without public education, or private college or university education, or postgraduate theory, and, you know, it was all in Encyclopedia Britannica. All I had to do was sit down and read it and remember it by writing in little 3x5 note cards. You know, psychiatric medication stimulates the fight or flight response of the human brain, and that is it. You're not going to forget nothing if you really understand what I'm saying. So, anyways, same scrap metal channel, same scrap metal time. which is whenever you need me. And we don't break any sound ordinance. You know, those are city ordinances actually, not county ordinances. Go somewhere and burn the tires off your vehicle. You know, it's like hold the brake a little bit and floor it. As long as it's not a clutch or four-wheel drive. Because then you'll be needing the scrap metal guy.